I was watching the State of the City, and of course, there's people talking about the joke that you made. I was watching it, and I knowing you and knowing your sense of humor, I was like, oh yeah, that is a Mayor Harrell joke right there, and I didn't really think much about it. And then of course, people were like, up in arms about it. Give us your reaction to, I guess, other people's reaction to, like, come on, Mayor, don't tease us like that.
Yeah, I was really going for the headline I got from the Times that my joke fell flat. That was the beautiful headline we were shooting for. In all seriousness, we talked about it, and I usually mention a Sonics reference in almost every speech because I'm so enthusiastic about getting a team back. And I, too, were sort of disappointed during the All-Star discussions, but that doesn't refute, again, the fact that we're doing everything possible to get a Sonic team. So we thought it would be a little funny to bring a little humor. The State of the City speeches are typically 40, 50 minutes long. We have a lot of substance to cover. So we wanted to break it up a little bit. Some really diehard Sonics fans didn't find it that funny. And for those people, then I would certainly apologize.
Mayor Harrell. Jake Skorheim here. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, here's one of those diehard Sonics.
Well, no, I worked for the Sonics for a number of years. I was a ball boy in my younger days. I love the Sonics. I could not be more excited at the prospect of them coming back. But it's just a joke. Don't apologize for jokes. Believe in it. And I think it was – I actually found you the most – I don't agree with all your politics all the time, but this is the most that I've actually liked you, was making that joke.
Oh, jeez.
Well, no, because –
I appreciate that.
Because when I saw it, here's what I thought to myself.
What the hell were you thinking?
I appreciated that he was willing to put himself out there and make I mean, obviously you must have known going into that speech, you're trying to lighten things up. City speeches, are typically, for most of us who aren't in politics, kind of boring. And so you're trying to liven it up and make it fun and exciting. Whose idea was it to tell that joke, by the way? Was that yours? I'm not asking you to throw any staffers under the bus, but was that, I imagine that was your joke?
Well, this is a funny thing. I'll answer your question directly. It was not my idea. We do have a team of sort of comedy writers to help me on my, so it was brought to me literally the night before we were practicing, and someone said, do you have a basketball? And I said, I think that I do. It was my son's high school basketball. I said, I think I do. And they said, pull it out. And I said, you think people laugh? Says, yes. So,
do you think people will laugh? That's funny.
It landed well during the speech. The person who will be unidentified right now, I said to him, I'll reveal his gender. I said, hey, man, that was funny. He said, man, you sold the heck out of it. So he was frightful that it worked. And then we got the headline, Mayor Harrell's joke falls flat. And so then I quipped to him, whose damn idea was that stupid joke?
In true politician form, yeah, you should not take the blame for it. I got to say, I actually would push back a little bit. I don't think it was it well received during the speech? Because the audio that I heard, it does not sound like the crowd there enjoyed the joke or liked the joke, which I don't actually put the blame on you. Anybody who shows up for a State of the City speech, I don't imagine are like super funny people to begin with. I'm not trying to like undercut them too much, but I don't feel like they were loving it.
The boos were in jest. I mean, these are friends and supporters and enthusiasts about this city. And I even got a call from my daughter who works for the University of Washington football team. And so she was like, Dad, come on. Dad.
What are you doing?
Yeah. So, again, you take a chance. And I think people appreciate a mayor that will take a chance. Again, yeah, people were like, people generally thought I was getting ready to make an announcement that the Sonics were back. And I was sort of thinking, aren't people reading the newspapers? Didn't they just read what Adam Silver said or did not say during the All-Star break? So, again, people actually thought I was getting ready to make that announcement. And so, but I think the boos were in jest.
You might have a next career in acting, because you had people going. That was pretty good.
He did sell it pretty good.
That was awesome.
My only advice to you, Mayor Harrell, it's the first time you and I have ever spoken, but don't apologize for these jokes. It was genuinely, I will give you credit, it was genuinely a funny thing to do. because people did not like it. It makes me like the joke more, and I find you much more sympathetic as a character.
Mayor Harrell, really appreciate you coming on and talking with us, and thanks for what you're doing, and looking forward to seeing what happens 2025 here in city of Seattle.
Thank you for the conversation. I deeply appreciate it.
Go Sonics.
All right, go Sonics.
All right.